bruised and battered but alive, and have survived the saboteur's mistakes. He and I are now locked in an epic struggle. But I ignore the madness about me. Do not consider what cruel and unspeakable acts have been committed here. Find the way to the village and gain the throne.
Quickly, Mandus, find the entrance nearby. The children weep in the darkness, and the flood waters continue to rise.
Right. Well, we know they're not going to kill the children. There is no way now that we can rush through this area at all. It's too messed up. July 15th, 1899. Facilitate assimilation of the tissue groups a compound is required. The cells will not bond. Disposal of non-bonded subjects. Inducing consideration of continuous animation without. This is a simple compound of 1 part Brennenberg. So, for those that would easier, Brennenberg, this game. Simple compound of 1 part Brennenberg fusion betaine to 1 more orgone dispersal efficient. This can then be administered intravenously into subjects following a maintained. The compound is unstable and highly light reactive. Once in the body, the shoe lamp can be used to activate the compound, but outside the body it is impressive. You can destroy small quantities of metal. So in theory, we'll be using that later. There is clearly another passage beyond the locked gate. It seems to have a choice. Padlock's old but firm. This is the part where I keep stuff. Lock. Centrifuge, some form of bizarre mixing device for chemical compounds. It positively reeks of the foul fluids I've seen too often. It's clearly a compound with some volatile basal fluid. As the ingredients, I should wager I can find them. Holding pins. This is what happens. Lulls you into a false sense of security, then the lights go out. Jack. Silenced. Took delivery of another batch of imbeciles today. They're the sorriest specimens of humanity I've ever seen. No one asks where they go to. The authorities of Bedlam are simply... Ah, dear. The authorities... The authorities of Bedlam use the overcrowding in their teeming, stinking walls. We measure their skulls, check their teeth, and rule them into fast swap. They wait in line, livestock, dull brown eyes. Many soil themselves as they wait. Into the manipulator they file in silence. They hear the hiss of the gas, they hear the dull groaning in his teeth. Bones are reset. They hear the pig scream. We have removed all the mirrors, built after the process as their reflections trouble them. Afterwards, when they sleep, I walk amongst them, my children, whisper to their dreams. I have children like them. Hawks, never talking in it, make my blood. That sounds super nasty. Ready to get ready.
Over there, place it in the corner. What? You think I speak Prussian? Do I look like an inbred hog, sir? Who gives a damn what it contains? Just set it down carefully and leave me be!
The lift has been sabotaged. You will have to find another way to the tunnels. Take care in this place, Mandus. It is the crucible of the evil that stalks these corridors.
So, I definitely need to find these two things, but now that I've gone so far, I'm bloody lost. Get a big bow. Bloody things. There's the top of it. Fiddles. The pigman. Lights are flickering again. You know, you're seeing things, and there's no way that kid could have gone anywhere. August 4th, 1898. More experiments with Compound X. Took the dog and injected it with strychnine. Strychnine. We'll call it strychnine. After the expected convulsions and spasming, it died just after midnight. They immersed the body in a large tank of Compound X, introduced an alternating current via induction coil for a period of 3.5 minutes. Partial return was induced, however, damage incurred prior to death was retained for revival, meaning the dog continued in the acute state of strychnine poisoning until I put a bullet in its skull. Drowning? Perhaps, yes. It is, after all, known to be the kindest of suicides. If one to ever drown, placing the fluid in the lungs with Compound X should theoretically be perfectly possible and survival method. This guy was doing some really What? Just came through a door. There it is. It's the first one. The counter going? It's because it's hot. Go. 5 minutes.
It fell onto his hands and they eroded in front of me. To stumps. To stumps. Next time we will use an equal mix of infusion vitae and orgone disperser. No, just take him out. You can dump him in the river for all I care.
Been playing for the stream's been live for an hour and 43 minutes. Probably an hour and a half. Around 20 minutes. Getting there. I've been freaked out about 3 or 4 times. It's a bit freaky. It's worse than the first game, that's for sure. If that's any better. Maybe not. Is that better? I honestly haven't tested the sound today, so wouldn't be surprised if it's crap. Video. Can you hear me now? Good stuff. No, the game is very loud in some areas.
Oh no. Gaming doesn't have to be like this. Are those tears? You need a machine that can keep up with you. The new Omen X. All those hours of training are about to pay off. Don't rage quit. Get the Omen X. Dominate the game.
Which ads, yeah.
Dominate the game.
No, I don't. Oh, I think now I'm listening to my stream. Don't get. Which ads, yeah.
Dominate the game.
Oh, it's quite quiet, isn't it? Oh, I think now I'm listening to my stream. Don't get. Which ads, yeah. Oh, it's quite quiet, isn't it? Alright, let's try that. Wait for me to catch up. Alright, let's try that. Wait for me to catch up. Right, that's probably a bit better. Probably get some duplicates while I listen for a little bit. Which is probably what I should have done the first time. Right, That's probably a bit better. Probably get some duplicates while I listen for a little bit. Which is probably what I should have done the first time. Right, that's probably a bit better. I have the compound. It hisses and steams in its container like some living thing. A witch's jelly to burn. Yeah, I should do it at the start. I just didn't think about it. I've been here for an hour and a half. Ain't nobody been around, so. It's the kind of game where I'm just kind of like getting a bit freaky. So I should enunciate into the microphone a bit more. Anyway, right. I have the compound. It hisses and steams in its container like some living thing. A witch's jelly to burn and corrode. The container is made from glass. Strange choice, unless there is some particular reason why the metal that pervades everywhere else cannot be brought into contact with so-called compound X. I should investigate further for clues. Yes, because it corrodes everything. Oh, jeez. I'm just going to drop it. Wish I could pick it up and put it in my inventory. That. Oh my god, that would be better. Because now I'm just dropping it everywhere. Anyway, how's that? Life is good, my friend. Life is good. I've been busy at work for once, some might say. Which is actually quite nice. Looking forward to Robbo and Nick's wedding on Sunday. Sunday. But not go on Sunday, it'll be all over. On Friday. Day off work, which is nice. Well, that's been pretty alright. Nothing to complain about. Everyone's healthy. Had my flu vaccination today, so I've got a painful shoulder. Shoulder really hurts. And yeah, it's been a bit painful, bit of a headache, but I normally do when I get flu jabs. I was healthy to start with, so that's the main thing. So yeah, just been cruising, playing a bit of Amnesia tonight. I've been playing Hearthstone at work. Shh, don't tell anybody. Oh. Cutscene. Perfect time to end, actually, since it's coming up to midnight. So yeah, no, that's been pretty good. That's been pretty good. How about you? How's things? Was it a few weeks ago that you weren't sleeping very well and a bit of a bad back or something? Oh, I can't remember. I feel so bad. I don't normally stream on Tuesdays because Tuesday's my gaming night normally. But the last couple of weeks have been quite messed up. Like my Wednesday game's been moved around to Tuesday. My Tuesday game has been moved to Thursday. Just don't get my regular games are just a bit out of whack. But I killed my first player, which was exciting. I wouldn't say killed. The bad guy possessed the wizard, and then plane shifted her and sold her soul to somebody.
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
Ew, poos. My mysterious friend is correct. The sewers are indeed flooded. To descend further, I will have to find the local sluice pumps to drop the water levels. The smell is almost unbearable and makes me gag. Why should the saboteur have flooded the tunnels, though? What did he hope to achieve? It's a good question. Kill the character, not the player. Important distinction. Yes. Yeah, did I say player? Killed my first character. Sold the soul to a demon plane, to a demon on the plane. Oh yeah, of course, the water demon's back. Yes, Paul Keegan gets to write another character. Which is good. Okay, I guess. Naturally, once October 22nd, 1899. Naturally, once bled, the product must be scalded, de-haired, and scraped ready for gambling, and evisceration. For this, we pass them through the steam reservoir, which is kept at a constant temperature by passing excess high-pressure venting from the engines via the boiler, a series of large copper pipes into a stone chamber just below the workhouse. At the center of the machine, there is a component that must be kept at a consistently low temperature, which controls operations of the processing of product through the system. Alongside this, refrigeration is of the utmost importance in retaining the product's quality. This also requires heat to be removed from areas of the machine. Two problems are therefore combined into a single solution: the removal of heat from some areas and the requirements for increased heat in others. Conducting panels draw heat using the principles of convection regulated by the boiler and send freezing air along one set of pipes in one direction, superheated vapors in another. Very interesting. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Keegan comes up with his new character. I think he's picked a battle cleric of some sort. He was a wizard / rogue. So yeah. Nom. Alright, where's it gone? Where's it coming from? So what game were you playing this evening, Michael? Keep hearing this thing. It's around somewhere. Cthulhu Tech run by Paul. So, is Paul feeling better? He couldn't make Robbo's stag do because he was sick or something, I think. Can you hear this thing? Oh yes, I remember us talking about what he planned to pull at that a few weeks back. He missed my werewolf game over the weekend because of said illness. Seems to be doing fine now. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Especially with the wedding coming up on what? On Friday. It's good to see he'll be around, which is good for Robbo's day. Jesus Christ. Whew, son. That looks like a valve for the door. I'm hoping I get to drain it first. So that I get mauled by a pig dude. Again. Sluice 1, Sluice 2. August 1st, 1899. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. This is no Clem, and I am no Lio. Liahu? At least not quite yet. It is the heat generated from keeping... Oh, excuse me. It's the heat generated from keeping the doorway between... It is the heat generated from keeping the doorway open open that is to blame. We cannot simply pack them about with coolant as we do at the center where the doorway is. The later versions are kept safe by the freezing temperature of those towers. Up here, where the air is hot and fetid, they become overheated and the duality tears them asunder as the other place flies from their cells. The other place flies from their cells and their vitae splinters. They live sporadically, torn from one world to the other and back again in violent, unpredictable bursts. For a few seconds they are creatures of this world. Then they are torn away and cease to have physical form. This vicious ripping back and forth between worlds has driven them quite insane. I have ordered the affected areas sealed and will not allow my loyal workers to enter. These are damned places now, an abode of failed experiments. Ghosts of fear and spite. Ghosts. That's exactly what we need right now. My phone's gonna right now, yeah. Good one. Right. That is exactly what I wanted to hear. I'm going to die or do a cutscene, and then I'm going to stop at that point. So I'm yawning my head off. There's something in that water. Quiet, please. I'm sure I have to go closer to the pig thing. think it's coming. It's a gate. So I can't actually get that way. This was underwater before. I think. Or maybe not. Take it up those stairs. Oh, I don't want to go in the water. I don't want to have to go in the water. That's the gate. To go over the bridge, I think. It's the only place I haven't been. That fucking water monster gets me every time. Splish splash. Splash splash, I was taking a bath. I'd rather be taking a bath than playing this bloody game. Stupid game. Actually, no, I enjoy the game. Puts me on edge a little bit, but I enjoy it. I don't think it's a wise idea to cross that big metal bridge. It's probably all rusty. Alright. More splishy splashy. Oh, we're recording.
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one. Mr. Landis, you sound every bit the fanatic. Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement?
Fancy that. It's me doing the bad things again.
With whom you embarked upon this course, does he share your views? Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for. And so you set about things immediately upon your return? Naturally. These things cannot be left to rot upon the tree. And sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
Actually jumped over that. Just feel like it's going to fall apart when I try and stand on it. I've played these games before. I know what happens. Oink oink. say in Harry Potter, the closer we are to danger, the further we are from harm. I feel that's me right now. Go towards the noise. Go towards the noise. And I said, look, my darling, was it February 27th? It's not 27, 17th. February 17th, 1899. And I said, look, my darlings, can you see it? And they said, yes, Daddy, yes, we see it all. We see it. A tall, weathered cap of a steep-sided pyramid, so like those of Egypt. Stone falling away from the summit, vines crawling about, intertwining the stucco serpents that thrive about the steps. A palpable sense of stillness, a weight of forgotten. And this, here, this is where the king sat, and this is where the priests live. This is the house of the dead, and here where the sun strikes, this is where they threw the hearts that were not consumed. Oh, my darlings, they most certainly were not savages, you see. They believed that the sky could fall on their heads, and they truly, truly believed that offering blood was the only way of stopping this from happening. Perhaps, my darling, perhaps they were mistaken altogether, or perhaps their tragedy was they could simply not spill blood enough to prevent the sky from falling in upon them. They'll never expect you to charge forward. Damn straight! Damn straight! Waving my torch around, my lantern. Hello, kitty cat. Is it wet outside? Is it raining, is it? You're wet. You've got a disgusting clump on the tail. Go away, come on, get out. Oh, and gate number 2. Now, if that drains the water, do you think the water monster is gone? If there is no water, there's plenty of water. Let's done it. Now get into the strange decontamination chamber. Once again and move onwards. The waters are pushed back, making the way to the bilge clear, where I can divert the remainder of this filthy torrent back into the Thames where it belongs and clear the path to the centre of the machine. See, this bit was underwater before. Quiet. Bloody cat. Depressurize, repressurize. I don't know exactly what's going on. Off. Depressurize. There's a person sitting over there before. More flickering lights. it is. It's down there. You see it in the light? There's 2 of them. Oh. He just... Did he kill it? Oh no, it's that. He gave it the beat though. They're just patrolling down there. A nest of wretches. Dear God, a whole nest of these foul creatures. No mind, my instincts have drawn me thus far, and I am sure somewhere in this dank complex is a means to further descent. I will not see their faces as they go about their dark business, and yet I watch them sleep and eat and play, and they are so very human, so very childlike. And I will not think of what I have seen, of the chairs and the cages. I will not think of how such monsters may be sculpted. As I make my way slowly forward. Okay. Remember, work together, sleep alone. Fraternizing will not be tolerated. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in here I'd want to fraternize with. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it closed. Yeah, big creatures. Yeah, okay, time to go. Time to go. Okay, that's just gross. Ah, buying tickets, yay! Ooh. Oh, it's fell down the hole then. Okay, because attempting to at least. Did it work? I'll have a quick look. Where's the giveaway? Try it again. There we go. You monster bat. Yeah, it was a pretty ugly freaking monster, that's for sure. the ticket thing should be working now. Ticket 2. I'll need to keep an eye on it. I will write a note. Actually, I'll make a note. I'll make a note to check that, because in theory, like I want it to. Okay, so I can see that you've got. You're entered. Right. In theory, that should be. I want it to run for the month, right? And then at the end of the month, I'll pull a winner. Not liking these tunnels. There's no notification of ticket purchase. Okay. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything to give feedback on that. I'll have to look into it. It's only something that's sort of just been. I'm not able to jump there, am I? Just something I'm just sort of trying to set up. So there might be a better way of doing it. I really don't know, but we'll see. My first entrant. I think I might die again now. I'll blame controllers, but I think I'm going to die. There we go. Going down this one. Bilge pump, maintenance access. And that is it. That's the one we've been waiting for. From tide to spine, he placed his head in the vice and spun the wheel until the skull cracked, and his thoughts leaped onto his shoes. It relieved the pressure for a while, but it soon returned. Hi! Yes. Congratulations, you're here making a hell of a racket. You can go now.